Was this like the most committed like you've seen Jason?
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah.
And do you think, because I mean, this is the impression that the world gets like as a viewer, like, do you think, you know, if it wasn't for this issue of children, like they would be together?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, there was something out there today. I mean, Jason did some interview where I mean, he said like, yeah, like I still totally am in love with her. And do you think, I mean, maybe they'll get back together?
I don't, I, I don't know. I would say probably not. I don't know. Probably not, because just because I know how much she wants children, and I know he's not going to be ready, I don't think. Like, and he cares about her too much to make her wait for a couple years, and then he could still have the same answer. So he loves her too much and wants the best for her. So I don't know. I mean, that's up to them. I would love it if they did get back together, and if something changed. I don't really see it happening, but who am I to say anything? It's them, it's their life. So
I
I'm
mean,
just
look,
a bystander, a friend.
I get it. Like, if I met some guy who wanted children, like, I just don't want children either. Like Jason, I like to work 24 hours a day, basically. And like, I have a great life. But as
Yeah.
a viewer, you're like, "Ugh, you have money. Like, you could just, I mean, Chirshell will be a hands-on mom. I mean, I know that sounds awful. Like, can't you just have a child with her? Like, it'll all work out.
I mean, I have the conversations with him too, because I think he and I are very similar on that, like where I've done it and I've had it and I'm terrified too. Like, I'm like, I don't know what that life looks like. I like the life I have, and I don't know if I want to go back to that, because it was very difficult for me. Rationally, I know that it would be different because I could have a nanny, I could have all this help. There are resources now. I'm not going to be like struggling to put food on a table. So it would be different, but it's like those thoughts are still there. It's like, but what if I mess up everything that I have? What if I'm not ready for that? What if I don't want that life? And then that's forever. It's not like a relationship where you're like, we tried. It's like, no, that's not the way it works. You're in, whether or not you like it or not, you're in. So I
Totally.
think it's such a big decision. So even though I tried to talk to him and give him like good advice, pushing him forward, I completely understand why he's saying this, because that's what I'm going through now too. I'm doing the embryo freezing and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. I know I need to. I want to have a family with Romaine, but I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I just get like free, like scared. So
I get it. And like, it's not
I'm
like,
giving advice that I'm not sure I could take myself.
right. Like, here I am. Like, if it were me, I'd be like, oh my God, I do not want a child. But I'm like, Jason, just have the damn child. Come on.
Yeah. I was like,
And
we can share one. I even told him if they
seriously,
do it, then we'll do it. So we can have kids together. And then that way, all of our lives are going to be kind of family focused together. We can do our vacations together. We can do the stuff. And so like our lives don't have to change that much. But and he was like, okay. And now I look up and they just ruined that whole plan.
and not saying like money solves everything, and like just because you have money, like it all works out. But you know what I
It
mean.
helps. It doesn't solve everything, but
Yes,
it definitely helps.
it
Yeah.
helps. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we did see you this season like open up about that, you know, just more about, you know, the fact that, you know, because I mean, you were on my show before. I always love when you're here, and like I, I knew you had a child young. I didn't realize it was so young. You know what I mean? Like you were so young,
I was a baby.
16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought that was, you know, listen, that's the whole point of reality TV, right? Like we get to know you a little more. And I didn't think I knew that you were 16. Where are you with this whole, because we did see you have this conversation with Romaine too. Like, where are you, like you said, like with this whole, I mean, he's definitely in on like he would have a baby today if you said yes.
I honestly, I don't think he would have one today because we're so busy. We both just understand it's not fair to a child to like go into it where we're like, so like, just like back to back schedule. We would have to slow down a little bit so that we can be present. And he also has made a point that he doesn't want, yes, he wants a family. Yes, he wants kids, but he doesn't want to do it with, so like with me, if I'm just doing it for him. Like, he doesn't want me to force me into that. He's like, well, what good's that gonna do? You're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna enjoy it. It's gonna cause issues. He'd rather just a happy life together than do that, which is a very mature and thoughtful way to look at it. But I also don't want to deny him of that experience. And so I think we're both just handling it and considering each other's feelings, and it's gonna work out. I'm gonna get myself on board with it and stop freaking out, and I'm going through the process right now for the embryo freezing. So that option will always be there whenever we're ready. Who knows?
I was gonna
It
say,
might be
you
soon, it
guys,
might be a couple years.
this is why you guys are such a good married couple. Like, you're worried about not depriving him of this. He's worried about, like, I don't want you to do this if you don't want to. Like, isn't
Yeah.
that like how it's supposed to be?
I know
Yeah.
people didn't believe we would make it, but we're still going strong.
Season 1, I don't think people thought you guys were gonna make it so much. No.
I know, but everybody loves Romain now. How can you not?
Everybody does love him, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So when let's go back to you in this promotion of yours. So, like you said, no part of you thought, I'm not going to take this, you took it. What a great honor. Jason doesn't want you to talk about the finances of it. Fine, let's move on. At what point did it settle in that, like, wait, I am going to be Christine Quinn's boss?
When I had to figured out that I have to talk to her and try to get her back on board. And then when I start finding stuff out, I'm like, oh my God, now I wanted out of it as much as I could. Now I'm the one, like, I'm like directly at the center of it, trying to talk to her and trying to fix this disaster. And it's all almost on my shoulders because Jason's putting me in charge to try to fix the dynamic and keep everyone calm and getting along and for just moving forward. And so now I'm like, what did I just do? I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to get her. I just don't know. It's a lot. I don't think I succeeded on that one, obviously, but everybody else, it's good. But I give it my best. I'm not sure if anybody can do it.
Is it good with everyone else? Like, who's the most
Oh, yeah.
difficult to manage other than Christine?
No one. No, everybody is so not, everybody's so respectful. They're so just straightforward and a team player. And so I don't have issues with anybody else.
Which is kind of almost unheard of. You figure like a whole office, like, there would be some like, well, I was here, I think, I know Maya left, but I think Jason said Maya was the first person. You would think people would be like, wait, I thought I would have gotten that job. So that says a lot.
Well, I mean, I think everybody, I don't know, at least to my face, everybody seems very, very supportive and positive, and they listen. Obviously, they don't always like what I have to say. If I try to pull people up on stuff, like, and try to, I don't ever mean to call them out, but I mean, just to try to motivate them. I mean, sometimes it's not what they want to hear, but I always apologize to them. Like, listen, I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to, but this is a situation. I need you just to be aware, and I need you to do this and that, whatever. So, so I'm always nice about it.